Hello everyone, welcome to your live chicken oracle. We have holograms here to start checking out the flower. And this is for the second week, maybe starting around August 10th. And it does actually seem like the message from the last week is kind of still in place. It seems like the energies are exactly as they were predicted, and it feels like that phase still hasn't even finished up with all the changes. So anyway, we're gonna do another card reading and see, and also live oracle. We'll see how what we get for chicken action here. And just to let everyone know, I am available for private readings. If anybody is interested, you can send me an email. My information is below, and it's $1 a minute. So, I'm going to draw one Tree Magic Gillian Kemp card and then 5 chicken cards to see the energies of the week. Okay, so we start out with birth, number 8, which is the number of death and rebirth, actually. And it's the silver birch tree. And it says, like wood that grows upward by drawing strength from its hidden roots, love will advance. So, I just get the sense of really being grounded and rooted in yourself and your personal life, and from there just love coming to you in all ways. And even the 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra, that's where our place of abundance is, and that's where our place of manifestation is. So to bring things in our life, we really need to have a happy, open heart chakra, and when you have the heart chakra full and full of energy and activated, that's when you get lots of things coming to you. That's when you get the abundance and the havingness you're able to receive from the universe and from people, from life. So just really being strong in your own personal self and your life, and rooted in your nature will bring abundance and allow you to be reborn in some way through love, but also through the universe's love and that abundance. Okay, and I'm going to draw 3 moving lines to look at kind of steps in time, and a healing card, what's improving, and then an overall message card of what to keep in mind. Okay, so we have Kali. Well, it's starting out with bang. Kali is really death and rebirth in its ultimate state. And then Artika Waindata, which is also another card really of rebirth and new life coming in. And then Tang, which is wonderful, very grounded, happy card. It's about happy emotions and really feeling fulfilled and satisfied in your life. Okay, so what is improving, what is getting better is your relationship to someone, a very loyal, committed partnership, and loyal and committed people in your life. Seems like I don't know, maybe even the security or the quality of relationships is improving, because this is what's healing, what's getting better. So maybe just the certainty of people in your life, or certainty of relationships, really kind of proving themselves to you through time and through action and through devotion and trust, and just because it's in the improving, like, the what's healing. So really the true committed relationships are improving in quality and improving in even in acknowledgement of them. And the overall message card is a card of the universe giving birth here. So, okay, this is definitely a very fertile reading, a lot of rebirth, and we do have sweet emotions here, and the creation of the best times, the creation of memories that last a lifetime, the creation of life that is of the most satisfactory nature, where you look back on the good times or the good old days. Those are right now, and so we have this really positive card and of sweet emotions, and then we have this really positive improvement card of relationships and solid ties and people we can rely on, family, soul family. But besides that, we have, again, more changes and rebirth, which we got this one as a clarification card last week, Artika Waindata, which is like the dominion, like, okay, really kind of being slingshot out of one life and into the next. But we start out with Kali, and Kali, she really, she's a very powerful mother figure, almost like the mother of the universe. She is the mother of the universe. She governs the concept of time, linear time, where she puts an end to the linear time and ushers in the age of immortality. So, I could go on and on about the concept of time, linear time, but this is, and actually, I'll tie it in with this card in a little bit, but time has to do with, an experience, a momentary experience, but really we can have almost all of time, the future and the past, embodied in the present, where if we live our lives right now, if we live it in the correct way with, right relationship, we can create anything in the moment that we have now, and at the same time, everything that we want present with us that we have known before can be present with us, at least in an energetic form, So it's like our mind should not be stuck in the past, and it should not be really planning too much of future. We really need to just figure out ways in the moment to bring what we would like to us, and there's no need to feel nostalgic for the past. We can also bring the love or the relationships that we had, or the time we have. We can always generate it in the moment and create the world as we would like it now. But Kali is the benevolent mother. However, she doesn't let people mess around with her, and she doesn't let people mess around with loved ones. She really embodies divine order, and she embodies right relationships. She says, okay, well, if you're just messing around and screwing up everybody's lives, or being mean, or causing somebody not to enjoy their moment in time, then something needs to change. That's not acceptable. She says no. She says stop. She wields that sword to cut away anything that is taking away from the divine nature. So if somebody is spending their time and energy causing you pain or suffering, or or causing pain and suffering for somebody, and usually, well, always it is causing pain and suffering for everybody alike, but in different ways, in different measures, in different forms. But what's good for all people is good for an individual, and what's good for an individual is good for all people. What's truly, truly good. So this is about setting things in the right way for everybody. So what is good for all people, truly good for the quality of life, for the quality of experience, for the quality of right relationship. This is what Kali organizes, or this is what Kali sets straight, or sets in a positive way to go forward. So she ends mental illness. She ends pain and suffering. She ends anything that is taking away from that presence of God. And I mean, when we have immortality, when we have that presence of God 100% in our lives, and everybody's feeling it, and everyone's experiencing it, and everybody lives with that shared love for each other and shared respect for each other. In right relationship, that's when we have that immortality, and we have the past present, and we have the future present. We have the moment complete and full and satisfactory. So Kali says no. Kali speaks truth, and truth is truth is what the absolute reality is. Truth is what eternity is. It's filled with truth, and only truth. There's no illusion. There's no lies. There's no deception. It's honesty and truth. So she will speak true, and that's why she's also that sword that cuts away anything. It's like she will not lie. She will not say okay to deception or to pain and suffering. She says, no, this is not allowed. And people can take it how they want, but the law is set by Kali, and she stands strong in that truth, and promotes health and well-being for all by standing in that truth. So we start out with Kali. So there's probably something about standing in truth, or talking truth, or being true to yourself and being true to others. Just speaking from the heart, speaking honestly. And here, let me fix the camera 1 second. Okay. So anyway, she has to do with really speaking truth, but initiating justice through truth, and through standing one's ground for self and others. Protecting the mother, the protective mother. For everyone, they do what's right for everyone. And if their child is behaving bad, they say that's not okay. If somebody's hurting their child, they say that's not okay. And to speak up, and to stand in one's truth, and just be firm and confident in that truth. And everybody knows the truth. That's the funny thing, is that people will try and deceive you. That's the game. Everybody, and there's collective illusions. There's collective things. Okay, so 99% of people say some illusion that can give them some power, and it's so common that they can get away with it, and they'll draw on that illusion because they know it. They can use that for power. But you can stand in the truth even against collective illusions, and just be strong and firm and confident that you know what is true. And even if you can call that illusion out, and why people say that illusion, and even shed light on the nature of the illusion, and then compare truth and the real, what the real situation is and the real circumstances are to the illusion, just really to be confident and know that it doesn't matter. Most of the time people know when they're lying. They know when they're deceiving you. They're just doing it because they can get away with it, and they can get their way with their own confidence in an illusion. But if whoever has more confidence, if you have more confidence in the truth, and also confidence to know that the other person also knows what is true. They know what is true. Everybody knows the truth, but they'll draw on an illusion to avoid truth. But we can't avoid truth. We need to acknowledge it. It just slows us down. We can slow everything down. We can slow humanity's evolution down. We can slow, the elimination of hell on Earth down. We can slow the coming of a perfect world down. We can, slow down the eternal nature of life from coming into being in the physical world. We can slow it all down, but if we want to speed it up, we need to stand in that truth, and that will bring it quicker, and it's better for everybody. And actually, if you do things quick, there's adjustments that are made that really are strong, firm alignments with our true nature. That if you can align quickly with true nature, it never falls back into sickness. It stays in a state of health for good. It's like solid and stable and everlasting. So we have this thing about kind of standing our ground, standing in truth, and speaking from truth, and having that confidence. And then not even giving into any illusion, and knowing that other people can't really sustain an illusion either, no matter how many people can join with them in the illusion. It doesn't matter. That illusion cannot be sustained in time. So have confidence in truth. And then we have this liberation from a bad circumstance where a person is not able to work, a person is not able to be creative, a person is limited in their life. They're not able to live their life the way they want. They have a state of isolation somehow from the universe, or not from the universe, but from life, from action in life. And what happens to an individual that is really oppressed and suppressed by life, they end up spending time on other people's problems that aren't their problems, so it's really they're not able, people get, when they're in a state of oppression or suppression, they learn about the problems of the world, and they're really not able to actively work, creatively work in a really profound or outgoing way. If it maybe they can do it, maybe you can do it in your state of isolation, or in your state of individuality, but this is kind of a card of having a life that is down and under and kind of limited in some way, and then having some change happen, and like almost a dominion over all that suppression and all that oppression. It just goes away all of a sudden, and you're able to live the life of your dreams. And you're able to have active, positive relationships that are, actually important for your experience of time. And not to say that the looking at other people's problems isn't important, but it's hard to, when you get stuck in a state of oppression or suppression for too long, then, but this is about moving out of that state and coming into a new life where it's positive relationships, and really you can be able to have lots of action in a very positive way with other people, and you have like the momentum and the forward push of positive, creative energy rather than, being limited by others' negative energy. So this is about really being liberated into relationships of positive creativity. And then again, we have this kind of integration of time and satisfaction in the moment to moment. And this one's about relationships and really having right relationship with yourself and right relationship with others. Okay, sorry about that. So, these two are actually very similar in a way, except this one is a card of justice and action and speaking truth, whereas this card is more of an experience of the moment to moment and actually experiencing that satisfaction and just being in it and having it, be infused in your life, that satisfactory fulfillment of emotion, where you feel really balanced and happy and in right relationship with everything. So this one is, it's almost like the action that takes right relationship, and then we have the shift and the change, and then we have the right relationship here established. So, then we have, what's improving is our relationships, or at least one significant relationship with somebody in our life who is always there for us. It's a deep love. It's a love that will take you through all problems. But there's a deepening of this relationship, or a strengthening of this relationship, or maybe a fulfillment of this relationship where it has greater expression than it had before. So we have this deep, committed bond of partnership and companionship and loyalty, and this is improving. So we have some person in our life who's kind of coming front and center, or becoming more prominent for us in our life path. So this is a really wonderful card, and it also kind of has to do, this is improving, and when we have this, even with the alignment of one person, it really helps out the alignment of all people in our lives. So we have this kind of this improvement with all our relations and our state of being. But one relationship in particular is getting very strong and prominent and positive, and really gonna be a part of this new phase or experience that is coming into birth for you. And then the overall message card here is Birdie Baby, which is the Ace of Diamonds, and this is the new beginning, and this is about the universe giving birth to something beyond you. So you are a part of a grand play with many people and timing and events, and even synchronicity with the world at large. The whole state of the world can't take certain things coming into it until a certain time has reached and a certain amount of things have happened and occurred. So it does have to do with timing and readiness and being, ripe and fertile and having the right moment happen. But also the relationships coming together in the way they need to, and just really everything kind of coming together and bringing something new into the world that is beyond human imagination. It's not in the planning of the human mind. It's in the planning of the universal mind, or the mind of God has this in mind, and God or the universe uses people in life to give birth to new things on the planet, new experiences. They give birth to new projects, to new entities, to new cultures, to new societies, to new ways of seeing, new ways of living. So there's this birthing of this new world coming in. It really is the card of evolution. That the universe. If you look at the evolution of life on the planet, and the evolution of culture, and the evolution of the heart, the human heart, and the human mind. There's these, leaps in time, and there's these jumps and these new things that just really kind of change everything and usher in a new way of life. So we have this something beyond us being born through us, and this is just to keep that in mind, that there's, the larger universe is at work, and there's intelligence in this universe, just like there's an intelligence in your body that allows your body to work and to live in the way it does. There's an intelligence in the universe that acts in the same way for people, to allow people to, the whole of humanity to reorganize and become more full and become more developed, and really fulfill that the time that we experience in the moment, to bring everything present into the moment. That's what the universe is almost like filling our experience up with eternity. And we have this jump and leap in evolution here, something coming in to fill our state of consciousness and awareness, and our state of love and happiness and satisfaction and purpose in this world. So anyway, it is a beautiful birthing process here going on. And, just really to recap, it starts with standing in truth and speaking truth and having that confidence. And then there's this shift and change that's happening for us. And then we really have this satisfaction and fulfillment in our moment to moment. And then we have a strengthening and fulfillment of relationship in our life, where it becomes very positive and beautiful and, exemplary to everybody of what true companionship and partnership is all about. And then we have the universe kind of pulling everything together and bringing things through this life that we're living, and through people and beyond people, and just we have this flow of the universe working for us here, but and then this state of perfection coming in. But we just really have to stand in truth and speak that truth. And I always say, if you really don't care about someone, don't talk to them, just walk away. But if you really care, speak from your heart. Tell them, speak that truth, work that out. And even if you're even if you don't care about someone, but they're hurting somebody you do care about, just to speak that truth gives strength to the presence of God and the presence of God within people. And the more certainty you have with that, the more God presence can be manifest here, and the more everybody can benefit. So again, it says, like wood that grows upward by drawing strength from its hidden root, love will advance. The silver birch tree, number 8, birth. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today, and I will see all of you again next week for another reading. Take care.